And we are live. Hello and welcome everyone to Indian Racing League. One final time this season for Division 1 at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. This was a race which was postponed because of Diwali and now we are back. Joining me in the comms box is someone whose race seat I took away so that I don't have to do comms alone, and our newest and the best player of FIFA Pro Clubs, which is Crazy Mouse Monster, aka Stuart. Stuart, how are you doing tonight? And I'm sorry that I didn't let you race.
Well, I'm doing very well, but it's good that you didn't let me race, because if I had raced, then there was a confirmed safety car for the session. But good to be here one more time. Last time I had a much, I would say, a better in double quote co-commentator for the last race. This time it's much better having you here, an experienced one. Anyways, we have a couple of cars on track. Kushraf, the first one out right now on this track. Fun fact, Malav, while I was practicing for this track, I was running 20-30 wings. When I later realized that people are running 40-30 wings. So
40,
that was the
40.
big... Yeah, people are running
Wow,
very high
that's a lot of
wings.
downforce. I understand it will be needed for the sector 1 and 3, but they would be sitting duck on the
Yeah.
straights with that kind of setup. But either ways, these are Division 1 drivers, and Stuart, irrespective of whether you race or not, a safety car is almost guaranteed as far as Division 1 is concerned. So please don't beat yourself up. And let's see, speaking of Hushraf, who's the first one on the track, and he'll be the first one to put in lap time. He's on the medium set of tires, so he wants to probably set a set for the race, save a set for the race. He is in a battle with Caesar for P2 in the championship, and if real life Grand Prix or real life racing is anything to be concerned, that was a neck and neck fought out battle. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. URL Pradeep has joined, so we'll have 16 drivers tonight. As Jishnu in the comments, Jishnu, I wonder why you're not racing tonight. But he's in the comments saying that 45-35 or 50-35 could be the way to go as far as your wing levels are concerned.
Yeah, but for me, I think with 20, like 20, I think 20 and 30, 32 wings, I was still like only 5/10 off PSI on race pace. And quali I was obviously way behind because I was losing a lot of time in sector 1. But Hushraf there had a moment at the turn exit of his outlap. I think he's gonna go for one more outlap, or he might go in the pits. I don't think he has enough fuel for another run there.
Yeah,
Anyways, we have
behind
Ref
him.
King starting a lap. Vyom as well.
Yeah, Vyom has just started a lap, and yes, Hushraf did have a moment, had a tank slapper coming out of the final corner, which is why he might have had to abort the push lap. But let's see, he can give his teammate a slipstream down the back straight if they time it well. This is also a track where I tried to give some slipstream to Caesar way back in season 3, and let's just say it didn't go according to plan. Caesar didn't really benefit from my toe. But let's see if Hushrav and Vyom can time this out better. Hushrav is quite a long way ahead. I don't think Vyom is going to get any benefit out of that slipstream, so that's a lost cause. Rev King behind has started a lap, and let's see, he is on the back straight, just about reaching now after exiting the hairpin. And he's one of the drivers. I think he raced in a couple of Division 2 races and has been
Ref
very,
King is
very
on
good.
a lap. His ERS
Yeah,
is at 100%.
yeah, and
Yeah, I
he's
think
weaving
for
around,
one more
so
outlap.
probably one more outlap. Let's see. Oh, Hushrav is spinning again. Wow,
There's
what's
something
going
going on
on?
with Ref, I think.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
typical Ferrari, it seems. TBK, meanwhile, has started his lap, very, very late entry, and finally he is racing. So we'll have to see what kind of lap
Yes,
times he
he
puts
has
in.
just landed from his private jet. He's come back to racing as Yom sets a 134.4. I think the time should be in the low 133s if I'm not wrong. But where Hushra spun the second time, I've seen many people struggle there as well. It's just that there's so much load on the rear tires and those set of like the snake, whatever, like sector 3 area, that the tires become very hot and you lose the tire on that long right hander there. You have to take it at around 75% throttle. And meanwhile, PSI in the Alpine sets a 133.9. I was supposed to be racing with alongside him today, but Marlov didn't want it to be lonely in the comms box, so I had to
Yeah,
join him.
absolutely.
But his
PSI in
teammate,
his
Epic Brothers, is here. The question is, will he serve his quali ban, which he has to Singapore? And
well,
speaking
two
of quali
people have to
bans,
serve their
Ethan
quali
has.
bans tonight. I think that's URL Ethan and Epic Brothers. None of them are out on track yet, and I hope that they don't venture out on the
Because
tarmac. TBK is about to finish his lap, and let's see if this is any good. I don't think it's a competitive lap time. It's a
it's a
153.1,
53.1.
so probably just a
I
second
am
out
not
lap.
that slow.
No, you are not. VFix is on an outlap. Our champion, he's on the hard tires. He's absolutely taking the piss now. Using hard tires in qualifying,
It's
I
just,
don't.
yeah, it's like Azul on inters and VFix on hards. It's like the hierarchy of there.
Yeah,
I think
Nazun has
TBK started
retired
the thing.
first.
That's classic Azul. I mean, it's not that he wants to start last. He's just scared to show his qualifying pace.
Yeah,
For
but
all
he
we know,
also
he
wants to
might be slower
start
than me.
last. In qualifying, yes. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I think TBK has gone for one more run, so we'll keep an eye out on him. In fact, let's do that and see how his first sector is looking. Oh, he has invalidated. Never mind. He has invalidated, so
Push me.
that's not going to help him. And I think this time he
I
might
am
have to
going
come back in
on
the
board with
pits.
Tanishk and it's showing Ref King. What is wrong, Codemasters? Ref King is on a lap, by the way. I think he should improve on his lap. 145.3 is pretty slow, but he is on those 2 lap old softs. I don't know why. Did he pit? I don't think he went into the pits.
No, I think he's continuing on the same set of tires. So
I think he's
probably
still trying to get
doing,
a.
yeah, probably doing that fan favorite race strategy runs, which certain driver
Yeah, but he
does
did
all the
set a
time.
purple sector one. Or
Yeah,
that's just EA being EA.
yeah, it could be being EA because we've seen a lot of times VFX cutting that curb massively, but the game allows you to do that, so all's fine. And he has put a purple sector one. I think the second sector was also purple. I'm not 100% sure, but not sure how much fuel is running. But this could put him amongst the likes of Vyom and PSI. We'll have to wait and watch a couple of corners to go after this one. And not a lot of cars out on the track. A lot of people still in the pits since VFX is pulling into the pits as well. Is
He's on
that?
hards. How did he set a purple sector?
I mean, that's what the game said he did. But a lot of drivers still in the pits.
Oh,
I'm
and
not
Rep
sure.
King spun at the same place right there where Hushraf spun. Yeah, so we're gonna see a lot of spins at that place. Look good.
Yeah. For
Let's
some
see.
reason,
That's like the
I'm not
second
sure if
spin.
the track grip is low or what it is, but it seems an unusual number of spins already into the session, and Revking is
What are the
back in the
Ferrari boys
pits.
doing there? They're pretty close to each other. I think they're giving the toe. No, never mind. They're just
Well, that's outlap,
cooling
both of
around.
them, so not sure.
And
PSN
then I
Legends
think
also
Epic
on an
is right
outlap.
behind him. Question is, how many times will Epic spin tonight? Because he has been spinning
Well,
quite
he had a collie
consistently during the
ban,
race.
so
And he's not on track. Ah, man.
just doesn't care at this point.
इसको बॉल बोल के थक गया हूँ मैं.
Well, I went through the same thing last season, and well,
Well, I mean,
Hustra,
you're careless. That's a different thing. I think Epix is taking a piss at me as a student. But
yeah, no, he doesn't care. He'll just. I don't know what to say. Caesar, we are all asking the same question, and the answer is I don't think he gives a rat's ass about this qualifiers. He just want to show his qualifying pace, then race, then get disqualified,
so
and
can
then
Ethan
just do the
retire?
same thing. Yeah, it's
Ethan's
giving
looking
you
retire.
anxiety. I can hear it in your voice. Ethan not retiring so far. Husrav, by the way, is
Wait,
on a
one
lap.
question. If see Abhi Epic will get disqualified from this race, and so will his qualiban go to the next season?
It might. It might.
If he wants.
Yeah. Uh, Jishnu is saying he's testing his setup, but Jishnu, you can't do that. That's the thing. You can't go
Yeah.
out on the track at all if you have a Caliban. You cannot test your setups and just come back in. But either ways, that is Epic's decision to
Well,
do
PSI
so.
is on a
And
flyer right now.
yeah, Hushrav is on hot lap as well, and I'm sticking with him for the rest of the lap to see what kind of sector times he's doing. Behind him is Vyom, is so both the Ferraris one after the other. PSI in his Alpine is also just behind them, if I'm not wrong. So we'll go with
Don't
Hushtav
invalidate
first.
PSA. You're very close to the line. Yeah. Keeping it nice
Yeah,
and clean there.
yeah, and let's see. So VFix was on an out lap, Stuart, and the next time he starts his lap, let's go on board with him and take us through this circuit, which I don't like at all. But Hushtav goes P1. Vyom is back in the pits, and PSI, has he had a
He's
moment
almost.
somewhere?
No, no, no,
Not
no.
sure. He looked a little bit unusually slow through one of those corners, but either ways, oh, that's maybe it's a glitch, but his car is not moving naturally, and he
Your
cuts.
hand invalidate.
Oh,
Ah.
that would have been a 133.2, which would have put him 2 tenths clear of Hushtav in P1. All right, let's go on board with
With
VFix,
Vifix.
and Stuart, take us through this lap.
As this is the worst part of commentating for me. This VFix goes once DRS wide open as he goes up the slope. I'm about to reach up the slope, brakes hard into turn one, goes all the way down to third gear to keeps eases back on the throttle right there. Hugs the curb on the inside on the right. Don't get too close to the curb. Then you spin. Keeps it nice and even in the S's right there. Is he on softs? Yes, he is on softs. So this is gonna be a very quick lap. I can sense it. Unless I curse him. He does set a purple sector 1 there, keeping it nice and slow throughout there, keeping it in 5th gear, just to keep the rears in shape. I think VFix is running a low downforce setup. We were in a party and he was, I think, talking about that. As he comes down to the back straight, there is a car in front of him. I think that is an Alfa Romeo. I don't think he will be getting a tow from that car as we have Ethan
But the
retiring
car
there.
needs
Good
to move
boy.
out of the way soon. This is not
Yeah.
optimal going into the final
Well,
sector.
he does go to the inside. Yeah, okay, that's nice that he moved away from there as he comes to sector 3. Is he any quicker? I think this is going to be his first chance. This is going to be his first timed lap race. Us to go the long right hander where you see cars struggling right there. And he keeps it in 6th gear, tips it up to 7th. 2 more turns to go, keeps it nice and tight on the exit there, not taking too much curb. Here as well now, because of the sausage curbs, we need to take this turn very tight there. TRS opens up to 6th and he goes, puts it in pole. 133.321 there.
33.3,
Absolute.
and that was, I think, just 8 thousandths faster than what PSI would have gotten had he kept that lap. But in fact, he had invalidated by the time he crossed the line. Jin is also on a hot lap, and we have missed him in Division 1 here. Finally, he's back among us with his PlayStation and in his Mercedes. So let's see how he does.
He was
Jin,
back last race also, Malum.
or was he? Then I didn't commentate, so it doesn't count. But Jin is he's in the Mercedes and traditionally not very strong in qualifying. It's his race pace where he has an upper hand versus the rest of the field. But he is someone we all love. And I remember this is a track. What a fitting way to end his season because I'm not sure if you remember, but he did a no stop on this track. It was one of those wet races in COTA, and everyone else pit. But Jin on the intermediate tires, or was it the full wets? I'm not 100% sure. But he,
Inters.
oh, it might have been inters, yes. And he did a zero stop. And, oh,
And
and
he spun
that's
right there, yeah.
the commentators goes and
That
see again that corner. This is the third driver we have seen spinning in that corner, so not a lot of grip there, and that's something which drivers will have to take care of in the race as well.
V6 on another lap? No, he's not on another lap. Yep, he comes into the pits. Even else on a lap, we have Wicked Vicky. I think he is on a lap. He just got through the SS section right there. So I think you and Pradeep just crossed the line. He was 10 seconds alone in the lap. I think he did slow down there.
Yeah.
Wicked Vicky as well, the only Aston Martin on the grid tonight, is almost, he's at the back straight right now, taking it nice and easy. He's low on battery. I think this is in lap, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Is
it
it?
could be Zen lap because his tires are 2 laps old, so I don't think he'll get any kind of gains
Yeah,
from the same set of tire. He'll have to rush back to
yeah,
the pits. Only 3 seconds remaining in the session. They'll have to
Three
rush back to
minutes.
the pits. 3 minutes. Oh my god. I really need to
The
take a
epic
break
or
from
lap.
comms now. But yeah, 3 minutes remaining in the session, so he'll have to rush back in if he wants to attempt another hot lap. So we'll have to wait and watch if he can make it to the checkered flag before it falls. PSI legends Hushrav both out on the track for their final runs. I reckon if someone
Epic
can
as
dip into
well.
the 132s here, Stuart.
I don't. It is achievable, but I don't think we'll be seeing that tonight. Maybe Hoshrov might push it till the end. If he gets a very good toe from Vyom at the backside, I think he can pull it into the 132s. I think
Yeah, let's see
what
if
that is what
VFX
he.
or
I
Hoshrav
think
can do it, or
he's
even
giving
PSI
Vyom.
Legends. Because PSI Legends, remember,
Yeah,
did a
Hoshrov is
133
giving
too.
Vyom a toe, but you don't give a toe with your DRS open. Not sure what happened there, but okay. Vyom is on a lap, I guess. I think, yeah, he is on a lap.
And he's 3.5 tenths up. So this might just get him into the 133s. Only three people there, which is a bit surprising. Caesar has chosen to stay in the pits for the entire duration of the session, and that's a bit surprising considering he is one of those drivers fighting for P2 in the championship. But he probably thinks that staying out of
He's gonna
trouble.
have that fun magical lap.
Yeah, maybe, but he's still not out. And there you go, he's just come out of the pit. So we'll have one lap from Caesar. Wilm across the line improves by quite a lot and does put himself into P3 ahead of PSI Legends, who has started a lap and he is on the back straight, but
On the
he is not improving. He was down by about 400ths of a second in the first sector, but let's see if he can gain some time in the second and the third sector. Hushav, meanwhile, has started a lap as well, and let's stay on board with him as he navigates through these S's. And well, it's not as fun as it was in the last game, and he's down
Why
as
is
well.
there
So
a
people not.
Alpine going so slow? What is Epic doing? Epic tried to go into the pits, but he then said no, I couldn't get seat. I think he tried to go into the pits, and now he's back. I'm not sure what that. I will ask him for footage later on. But sorry to interrupt you there, Malav. And
Oh,
PSI, you noob, bro.
PSI.
Invalidate.
Oh, it was not a fast lap anyway. I mean, not faster
This
than
is
what
the
he
new.
had set in.
This is the new. This is the new Suraj, right?
And Vyom giving that slipstream to Hushrav. So returning the favor is Vyom, and Hushrav now not sure what the split was in the second sector, but the last sector to go,
Also,
he
we
needs to be
have
on.
Also, we have a paid member from, like Malav has paid, I think, Abdul to say Jai Mama in chat.
I was trying to ignore that comment, but you made sure I couldn't. And let's see, oh,
And
Hushrav
he
has
invalidates himself.
invalidated.
Oh my
So,
god.
well, that's about it. VFix
That
has
is, what is
started
that
his
lap
lap,
going
so
to
has
be?
Caesar. And
33.380, okay. That would have put him much closer to VFix.
yeah, but still the second
Oh
row,
yeah.
still front row, but
Where
not pole
is, where
position.
is, where is Mercurial Caesar? Let's
Is
see what he can
approaching the
pull off.
hairpin. There's a car in front of him, and I really hope Caesar is not invalidated there. Can see the kind of lighting which is quite disturbing to the eye when you stay on board with the drivers here on the back straight and also into the final corner. That's always been an issue as far as the circuit is concerned. And Caesar braking heavy into that turn 12, I think.
Chin is
The
also
Alfa Romeo
moving.
has still stayed ahead of Caesar, so this is not. I'm not happy
Ideal
about the
for him.
way
Yeah.
the the lap is progressing so far, but I don't think this is impeding. To be honest,
And Caesar speaks it.
and
No!
Caesar
That is the fifth victim that turn has that turn.
and
That turn. Caesar is going to be cursing that turn. I think he is going to be regretting to save for only one lap right there. I don't.
and here
Yeah,
we
but
go.
he
We fix
does
one
have.
final corner to go. Can he go into the 132s? He's up by 2.5 tenths. Cross the final line, and it is a
He goes into third. Yeah.
132.8. What a lap from VFix, his final qualifying of the session. And he takes another pole. And if stats are to be believed, which are by Caesar, so not entirely sure, but that is his ninth pole out of 16 races so far. So what a way to end qualifying for the season. It is VFix on pole with Hushrav and Vyom just behind, and Mercurial Caesar, no lap on board. He'll start probably from 10th or 11th place.
You're
He
starting
has
P10.
He's starting P10. Yeah, he did put some kind of a lap time in. So
Yeah,
that's your grid.
1:33.
Vifix and Hushrav on the front row. Vyom and PSI Legends, two very good friends on the second row. TBK and Rev King on the third row, and P7 is Wicket Vicky. Pradeep, Epic Brothers, who should not have come out on the track at all, is in P9, with Caesar rounding out the top 10, and our drivers who will start outside the top 10 are Easy Level Bot, Zone, Chip Schema. I don't know why Chip Schema didn't put a lap in. Lethan had a Coliban, and Jin, I think, had the spin, which a lot of drivers did at the same part of the track. So that's your 15 drivers lining up for the final time this season in Division 1. Srikandas, the points difference between Caesar and Hushrav is 9 points. Caesar is leading Hushrav by 9 points. So we'll keep an eye out on that in terms of who is going to clinch that P20 championship, and can AlphaTauri make it a clean sweep by taking the constructors championship, the drivers championship, P1 and P2 in the championship. Obviously they also have the most number of poles, race wins, and fastest laps. Absolute domination.
Well, I think now VFix will have to hold back Hushraf for a bit, and Caesar needs to hope to get a dream start and make up quite a few places in the first couple of laps there, so that he could get closer to Hushraf there. And I think just in front of Caesar there is Epic Brothers. I just hope he stays out of the way. Otherwise, I can already hear Caesar yelling at him in his demonic voice, to say the least.
Yeah, it is pretty demonic, the voice and the laugh.
He needs,
But
he needs to pull a Mega Drive here to secure his P2, and will also VFix be like Verstappen and not help his teammate, or will he help his teammate to get that P2 there? That is the real question.
and I think
Have
Vifix
drivers,
is
see
a better
tires.
team player than Verstappen, so he might.
We
Oh,
have
Caesar on
Caesar
hards.
starting on the hard. Yeah,
Wow.
it is. But then track like degradation is a lot here, and I think within 2 laps, I'm talking about softs go up to like 10 or 11% of wear. So the tire degradation is a big thing here. Meanwhile, we have Easy Level and Azun both on softs. Not sure what their strategy is. I think it's going to be a two-stopper, or they're hoping for a safety car. Well, they would have complete 100% guaranteed a safety car if I was there, but sadly, Malab called me to do comms. Anyways,
Well, the
we have
thing
no
is,
one doing.
the thing with softs is that you also need the safety car to be fairly early into the race. You can't wait until lap 10 because the softs will be shredded to pieces by then. So you need the safety car to be out by, let's say, lap 6 or something.
Oh, did Hushra touch the wall there? I think he did.
You might have.
Just massively slowed down, and I saw dust. I think he did. Just
Good thing we don't have damage on the formation lap. I think that should be a thing,
yeah, then people will not spin like they do. Or just ram it to people.
Yeah, but then if they enable damage on the formation lap, they also need to enable pitting at the end of the formation lap. But either way,
But then EA is too lazy to do that. They're like lazy to update the sponsors on the liveries. I don't think they're gonna have like this whole damage model on formation lap and pitting to change the tires.
Meanwhile, look at the top four. There's a huge gap between. Oh, who's that? Is that Chipshima? Yes, it is Chipshima. Maybe had a moment. And there's another car in front of him. That's the Red Bull of your Lethan. So the field is a bit disjointed, especially the last four cars. So the leaders will have to wait a little before they can get going. Oh, look at that PSI Legends!
Oh my god, noob! What a noob!
People are just doing those for fun. Now look at that. Who's the Aston? Wicked Wiki.
Yep. Wicked Wiki. More like Wiki Spin 44.
And Rev King has been disqualified from the session in his Red Bull. So this is going to be fun. I hope people have gained optimal tire
As always,
temperatures.
we have the worst starting camera right there.
Yeah, well, that's Codemasters for you. Either ways, we'll see the lights coming onto the screen pretty soon, and you can get going for the final time this season in a bright, sunny Austin. Here we go, 5 lights on the screen, and lights are out, and we are underway, and it's a terrible, terrible angle, but Hushraf is getting a brilliant start off the line.
And
He's
so
going
does
to
View
go
on the
inside.
outside. Oh, VFix will he lose 2 places? I think he does.
And both the
VFX
Ferraris are
can.
getting, and TBK has gotten past PSI Legends as well. Caesar has climbed up places, so has Epic Brothers, and VFX has been literally bullied by the Ferraris into P3. Now, what does he do? Can he attack one of those Ferraris and take a place back? Hushraf is in the driving seat to get P2 in the championship. Can VFX dive bomb Vyom through this? I don't think he's going to go for it. He might just wait until the next heavy braking zone to do that if he is close enough. Azun has dropped a lot of places. I think that's by design and not by accident. And
Ethan has gained 5 places.
And PSI Legends just lets his teammate through, so Epic Brothers up into P5. So PSI Legends started in P3, now into P6, so he's lost 3 positions
Still
there.
P5 only. Just like Epic's car is just there. It's just there. Physically.
Yes, it is just there. And Azun now picking up places one by one. He has gotten past URL Pradeep, going back to this battle between Vyom and VFX. For some reason, I don't see a delta between Vyom and VFX, but you can clearly see that VFX is maybe about 6 to 7 tenths
It's
off.
5 tenths.
Yeah, maybe 5 tenths off Vyom. PSI Legends now staying stationed behind Epic Brothers, but I'm not sure it was the wise move to let Vyom, to let Epic Brothers through. Here goes Rev King. Is he going to try it round the outside? He tried,
No, he backs up.
but he does have to back out. Not enough space to do that over there. See? So the delta is really broken. That's not 2 tenths.
Yeah. It's showing me 1 minute 39 seconds now. Yeah, this game sucks. Why I don't know why we pay like $4,000 every year just to curse the game.
Wow, that's some glitch I just saw there.
2 places there. Caesar, sorry, Caesar has gained 2 places, and he's on
Caesar
the back
has
of Rev.
gained 2 places, but he has to gain a lot more, and he's on those hards, so they will not be as competitive as. I mean, the tires at least won't be as competitive as other tires which are on the cars around him. So he'll have to at least maintain position, and he'll also have to hope that the front 3, especially Hushraf, don't run away. Because if Hushraf gets a really good first few laps of the race, he can then dictate what kind of strategy he wants. Ethan is on the
work?
Yeah, the
It's
delta
so
won't work. I'm just looking at the mini map, to be honest. The delta is just broken. Caesar a bit of a Red Bull sandwich and is not really progressing. Wicked Vicky is also hot on heels. From your Ethan, there's a car which went wide. I think it was easy level bot. And here goes URL Ethan. Is he going to? Oh, now I think the delta has fixed itself just after we gave it a lot of abuse.
Yeah, just under shy of 1 second.
Yeah, so Vyom will start getting DRS now from Hushraf, and
it's
I
gonna
think
be a DRS train, I think. Yeah,
it is a DRS train until easy level bot, until Wicked Wiki, except for TBK and Epic Brothers, just a little bit off each other. But apart from that, the drivers are pretty neck and neck. Look at this Alpine drivers fighting it out.
I don't think PSI is gonna make a move on.
I mean, he'll have to. It's just slowing him down.
He's gonna get a huge tow. He's gonna get a huge tow from Epic right now because Epic does not have DRS.
Yeah, and Adrian is asking how to join this league. Adrian, you can find us on gridfinder.com. They're called Indian Racing League, and you can join the Discord server, which will help you. I will
send you. I'll just post the link in the chat.
Yeah, please do that if you can. The Alpines are in that multi-21 situation, and this lack of racing between the Alpines is going to hurt the drivers behind, because look at the gap Epic Brothers has to TBK now, and he's not going to get DRS for the next few laps maybe. So that will just increase the gap between the top four and the rest of the field. Azun has gotten past Jin now, but it's good that the entire field, Stuart, is still with each other. Oh, Caesar has lost a position there.
Oh,
And
not sure
TBK
what
has
happened
left the
there.
session for some reason, and Caesar has lost a position, and Wicked Vicky is just behind him. He might also go for a move. Caesar tries to go down the inside, and Caesar has to stay behind. So URL Ethan successfully completing an overtake on Caesar, and there's a car. Oh,
No, no, Caesar, no! There
oh,
goes the hopes of P2 for Caesar. Oh my
that was
God, that
Rev
is
King, I believe. The yellow flags
no. I
have
don't think
been
that
cleared
was.
off. Yeah, it
Was
was
it Rev
Rev
King or
King.
was it
Yeah,
Ethan?
yeah, it
I
was
think
Rev
Ethan.
King. Look at Ethan, he's P8,
Okay.
Rev King is P14. He lost his car somewhere, and wow, that just did not happen. Here goes Chipshima though on the back of your Ethan. Chipshima has DRS, so has Ethan for some reason, but
That is
Chipshima.
unlucky for Caesar from Collie as
Yeah,
well. That one lap didn't work out for him. Now he is gonna lose a lot of time. He needs to hope for a safety car.
yeah, he really needs
देख
a
रहे
safety
हो
car
मैं
now.
नहीं रेस करता और सेफ्टी कार चाहिए तुमको देख रहे हो और फिर बाद में मजाक भी उड़ो कि मैं सेफ्टी कार लाता हूँ
Oh, what brilliant racing between
oh and
Chipshima
then
and
Rev King and Jin collide make
yeah.
contact for a second there.
Oh, what brilliant racing between Chipshima
Oh,
and
Shona.
your Ethan. Chipshima finally getting the move done, but he was not going to get DRS now. So it's very tactical the way you will have to plan your overtakes because you might get them in one corner, but if you don't get DRS in the next
Also,
couple of
Adrian, if you're
straights.
in the chat, I have sent you my Discord ID. Just send me a friend request on that, and I will set you up over there. To the server invite.
So TBK unfortunately has lost
Disconnected. I think that. Yeah.
connection exactly, which is why he is losing places hand over fist, and Chipshima is now going to come under attack from URL Ethan.
And
Unless
Caesar comes out
Chipshima
with fresh mediums.
is out of press medium, but look at the gap 28 seconds to the next car. King and Azun
But
change
also,
positions, and here goes URL Ethan. Can he get past Chipshima? Chipshima did get DRS from from TBK's car, and TBK's car. Look at that, he's keeping up with Ethan because of that DRS, and Ethan
oh
has to
my
literally go through
god.
him. But finally, the pair of them have gotten past the Alfa Romeo, and the battle still stays on for one more lap as Tsushima keeps ahead. Both of them on the exact same strategy started on the hards. So it's important that they keep this track position. But Tsushima now has to hope that he can catch Wicked Vicky as soon as he can. Because if he can do that, then he can give his battery some rest and it will also help his track position. Jin on the back of Easy Level Bot. Easy Level Bot, it seems like those. Oh, what just happened there? Easy
What?
Lelbot
Oh my
desperately
god.
trying to get
Yeah.
into the pits.
Did he cut the pit lane?
He might have had to because Jin was on his left, and well,
I
now
think
the
who had a similar. I think VFix had a similar moment in Singapore. I think Husha was on his left, and he
yeah,
had to cut the pit lane a bit there. Yeah, not sure if that will be reported or not, but yeah, we'll see.
it might be.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, PSI
Zone on the
Legends.
softs. PSI up in P4. He got past Epic Brothers.
It's
How
gotten
did
past
we
Epic
miss
Brothers,
that?
but now Epic has DRS on PSI.
DRS.
So let's
And
see.
the gap between VFix and PSI is 8 seconds. He needs to, you know, close that gap
Epic is
as quickly
closing,
as
he's
he can.
closing, but he's not close enough. Let go
I
for
don't
a
think he's gonna
massive
come up.
dive bomb, but no, he's backs out of it. That's probably the smart thing to do. You don't need to fight your teammate as Azun now on the back of Red. So Azun has not made the kind of progress I hoped he would have on those softs, and is still in P10, and he'll be in the pits in the next lap or two. I'm sure the softs cannot last more than 6 or 7 laps on this track, but I could be wrong. So let's see. TBK now back in control of his car, and
How
he's
many laps do you think Azul will go on, Sars? Because he'll just go on long for he can for the just for the sake of it. Just for the
yeah,
memes.
just for the memes. I think. Oh, here we go. Jin trying to overtake Pradeep, but I don't think that has happened. Is Jin in the pits? Yes, he is. Does he have damage, Jin? Might have gotten
I don't
damage.
think so. Is he? No, yeah, he is getting a front wing change there.
Yeah, front wing change
As
for
FT
Jin.
gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, and Caesar is going to overtake Jin as well as he sets the fastest lap of the race. So Caesar definitely has gotten pace. And Epic Brothers now trying to stay within that 1 second window of PSI Legend. So the Alpines are running well and they have a good gap behind them as well. Wicket Vicky 3.6 seconds behind Epic. So they just keep going with this pace and maybe trading positions and DRS, but not fighting each other too much. Azun and TBK are fighting it out. Azun, I don't think he has the best tires to fight other
His
drivers and
tires, I
has to
think,
stay
are
behind.
gonna fade off at this point.
Yeah, and TBK makes
Yeah,
a
he is
position.
struggling. Azul is struggling with the car a little bit.
And here goes VFX now. Look at that. Look at the gap he has pulled. So Vyom no longer in DRS of Hushrav and VFX is on the attack. Let's see if VFX can go for an overtake on Vyom on this particular straight, or is he going to wait? I think he's gaining enough. He'll not be able to back out of the move.
Will he make the move?
No,
Oh,
he
does
is.
he make it stick though? He doesn't.
No, I don't think he went for the move in the first place. He's just being patient here by not overtaking him
I think
here
he tries
because
to move on the backstraight because that's like more space for him to overtake and get the move done.
yeah, and we'll stay on board with VFX for the rest of this first sector to see if Vyom can catch up to Hushrav. Though I don't think Vyom has been able to do that. So VFX should be able to make this stick. There's a yellow flag somewhere. I think that's is that Caesar? Is that Caesar?
No, that is Caesar. Oh my god! At the same turn again, a little bit
Caesar.
further, but Caesar.
Here we go. Hushrav has given DRS to Vyom.
Two Vyom right there. Yeah.
Look at that.
That's how you do it, Max. Learn from yourself.
Yeah, look at
Never thought I'd say those words.
VFX. Can he go for a move? No, he cannot and has to stay behind. Chipshima might be under attack now from URL Ethan. And let's see if these two can swap places. Remember, Chipshima did overtake Ethan a few laps ago. But now URL Ethan is going to go for a move. No, in fact, Rev King has gotten crashed.
No, man. It's pretty, no.
Is it your net
The
or have
stream-
you seen?
No, the stream did crash for a second, but it's back now.
How is that
the stream.
possible? It crashed for just
I
a
don't
second.
know. It said stream ended and then it started back again. Mine.
Well, Codemasters, YouTube, no one is sorting their shit out. But either way, so the Red Bulls have swapped. Rev King ahead of Ural Ethan now, and I'm not sure why. Maybe Ural Ethan let him go because Rev King is on those mediums. Epic Brothers in the pits, by the way. And here goes Rev King now on the back of Shivshima. Is he going to go for a move? He's using his battery, he's using his DRS, but he's going to run out of straight. And
What is the car? I think that's your Pradeep. There, what is he doing? I don't know. He did spin there. He tried to go into the pit lane and didn't decide. I don't know what he was doing, but okay. Sorry for this time. But then Hushrav, Vyom, and VFix all together again. Hushrav did. He's gonna give Vyom DRS again. That is gonna help Vyom as well as VFix is right behind him. ERS wise, VFix has been saving a lot of ERS. He's still not using any. He's trying to get closer to Vyom as he can in these corners. But then the gap between Hushrav and Vyom as well is decreasing because of the toe that Hushrav is giving to Vyom.
Here goes Rev King though. Here goes Rev King on the back of Chipshima. He has to go to the extreme left of the track. He brakes and Chipshima is trying to fight it out. A bit of a squeeze there.
Side by
and
side
Chipshima
again.
still trying to fight it out and Wow, that's brilliant racing. Once again, when Chipshima is involved, you can expect hard but fair racing. And he's still keeping it side by side. And I don't think Repking has got the move completed. He's trying to switch lines, come to the inside of the track, but that's not happening either.
Even
And what a
TBK
brilliant
behind
battle.
DraftKings is also gaining. He is also gaining on DraftKings at the moment. I think he's
Oh,
gonna lose.
TBK!
Ooh, yeah,
It's tried for
close.
an audacious drive from there. And thank God he didn't make contact because that would have spun Rev King right on cue. Rev King now, is he going to go down the inside? No, he chooses the outside line. And brilliant defense once again by Chipshima. He keeps his car in P6 on those hard tires. Now, this is the time where those medium tires would not be as good as the hard tires. So now Chipshima can really flex his muscles, and once these medium runners spit, that's when he's gonna get his advantage. Azun meanwhile had spitted. We missed that pit stop, but I think he pitted on lap at the end of lap 7. Here goes TBK. Meanwhile, TBK very very close. He might just go for a dive bomb, and he does go for a dive
Does
bomb.
he?
TBK. Yes, he does. Brilliant racing. TBK down the inside of Rev King, and now he has his teammate ahead of him.
Something's happening at
Meanwhile,
top.
Vyom and VFX. And Vyom just
Vifix
ahead of
tried to.
VFX.
Yeah, Vifix tried to make a move there, but then Vyom got the switchback done. Vifix right on Vyom's tail, right? Like he's just waiting for a gap, and he is gonna make the move. Will he make the move down this turn? I don't think he will. He'll wait for the make back straight. He's out. Vyom is out of DRS from Hushraf as well. Oh, but Vyom pits.
Vyom pits. So Vyom has pitted, so he has pulled the undercut. And this might impact Hushraf as well. So if Vyom gets into clean
And there's
air.
a car stopped on track. That is Ref King. Does
Oh,
he
that's
have
Rev
damage?
King.
I don't think he
Might have had a
does. He
coming
have.
together with someone. Vyom on the hards as expected.
It does
And
not
he's
have
going.
damage. What do you think is gonna happen now?
So
Will you expect
Vyom
this lap or
is imperative for him to come out of ahead of Chipshima.
will
And he has
he?
just
No.
about managed that, but Chipshima might just go around the outside. And he does
Nonsense.
Chipshima
And this
around
is
the
the
outside of
flag. And
Vyom.
Caesar again. Oh my
Oh,
God, Caesar
Caesar.
gets. I can just feel the sadness in Caesar. Like he's frustrated at this point.
So Vyom has those cold hard tires, and that's not gonna help him, but he's gonna get DRS. But here goes TBK, and TBK might just sense an opportunity here. He might send one down the inside, knowing TBK. No, he does not. Wow, he stays patient there, but he's going to get a good drive out of that turn. And Vyom, first of all, is going to go for an attack on Chipshima. It's very, very important for him to get this move done. Chipshima is defending the inside. Vyom is on the right hand side of the track. He has DRS. Chipshima, can he brake late?
No, and
Oh,
TBK is on the inside as
TBK!
well. TBK,
Oh my
oh,
god. So
TBK, as
Vyom
we
has
know,
gotten
he's
past
like,
him, and TBK and
and
Chipshima
Chips
are now
loses two
fighting back.
places. Or
Or
does
does
he?
he?
Yeah, Chips
Now,
loses.
now he has lost 2 places, and TBK is trying to go down the inside of Vyom as well. TBK just pulling out all the stops. VFX going
Hushraf
long,
pitted.
and Hushraf has pitted. So let's see where Hushraf comes out. Vyom has definitely been held up in this battle with the Alfa Romeos. So I think Hushraf will stay ahead of Vyom. Let's see where he's exiting the Ferrari. It's going to be close. No, in fact, it's not going to be close at all. Hushraf
Yeah.
well ahead of Vyom, and Wicked Wiki has just gotten past him. So that's fine. And let's see where VFX is going to come out now. Now, VFX would be hoping that he can come out in P2 instead of P3 after the first round of pit stops. Oh, something happened. Is that Jin?
I think that is epic. Yeah.
Oh, that's epic.
Doesn't matter. Moving on. Hushraf and Vyom, huge gap. And there's another. What is going on? Can Ref King spinning
Rev King.
at the S section?
And Husram now has DRS on the back straight, and he'll overtake Wicked Wiki here. So this is helping Husram in a way because he has DRS. So he's gonna get more time. He's gonna gain more time. And VFX, is he going to pit? Is the question. I think he'll have to, but he will be comfortably behind. Khosrow at this point when he pits. Chipshima and TBK are battling it out. Chipshima still ahead, and VFX is in the pits. So he has a 2 lap advantage over Vyom and a 1 lap advantage over Khosrow. The important thing is he would hope that Wicket Wiki also pits. He doesn't want to get caught up in this fight, and Wicket Wiki does pit. So it is going to be a straight fight between them. PSI Legends has gone on for one more lap. There's a yellow flag somewhere. No, it wasn't a yellow flag.
No, it was.
Vyom is this is going to be close between him and VFX. And VFX, look at where he comes out. Just behind Khosrow. So he has overcut Vyom. What a brilliant strategy that is from VFX, and he has gotten past Vyom. But now it's important for him to get as close to Khosrow as possible before Vyom starts knocking on his door with DRS advantage.
While when did I think PSI is the only one who hasn't pitted yet in the first 5 runners. When do you think? I think he should be pitting this lap. Not sure.
Oh, VFX, did he make a mistake there?
Oh, I think he did. Yeah.
Because Vyom might get DRS now. And yeah, Vyom does get DRS. Yeah, PSC Progress has returned from the system in the pits. Vyom has DRS. And VFX is behind. I don't think he's gonna make the move stick. No, he's not. So he has been relegated to net P3 now. And Wicket Wiki and Chipshima. And for some reason I thought it was Chipshima, but it was in fact TBK. Who Wicket Wiki was battling. So Wicket Wiki and TBK have also not pitted yet. Neither has Rev King, who's also started on those mediums. So plenty of drivers staying out, and I wonder if they're going to. Oh, there you go, right on cue. Wicket Wiki into the pits. But I wonder if there are people who are going to go for that mediums to softs.
How
I'm not
long
sure
is
if that's
gonna
possible.
PSI extend his tires?
I think that's what he's trying now, mediums to softs maybe, because there's no point in staying out right now unless you are hoping for a late safety car. Not entirely sure what's the play here, but let's see. VFX on the back of Vyom once again. All the time Khosrow pulling out a really good advantage. Look at that, almost 2 seconds to Vyom. So VFX needs to get this move done quickly. And once he's done that, he would also have to hope that PSI can hold up Khosrow just that little bit so that VFX can make some inroads.
I think that is the strategy right there. I don't think PSI is gonna go any faster because the tires are almost, starting to wear off.
Here
at
goes
this point,
VFX. Here goes VFX. Vyom chooses the inside line. VFX goes to the leftmost part of the track. And VFX down the inside. Vyom tries to hang it around the outside, and VFX has to give him the space. The move is not yet completed, and all the time Khosrow is gaining and is pulling out an advantage. So Vyom playing the perfect teammate right now. He's defending his position, but he's also helping his teammate secure that race win. But we are almost we're actually at the halfway distance now. So still a lot of racing to go. Still no safety cars. So anything could happen here, and we might still see. And we might still see. But here goes Khosrow now on the back of PSI. PSI would have hoped to hold him up, but PSI has no defense. He's absolutely defenseless there. And I think that's a good time for Khosrow to get past PSI, because in the SS he might have lost a lot of time. So it's important to pass the cars at the correct section of the track so that you don't lose time. Sitting behind them, VFX less than 2 tenths behind Vyom, and he really needs to get this done. He's taken his time to get past the Ferrari, and it is not helping his race at all. At this rate, he'll not finish ahead of Khosrow. He's still within catching distance, but he needs to really dig in deep and get this overtake done.
Will he though? I mean, Vyom in front as well. He does not have DRS, I think. Yeah, I think
he does not have DRS, but he might have a toe. Yeah. And here goes VFX once again. Vyom's red light is flashing. And
that might be. Does he make it stick? Vyom on the inside, does he make the switch back? No, he sticks to the inside very well. Vyom there.
But this time VFX. Oh, no, this is going to be a little bit hairy there. And VFix and Vyom going side by side. VFix is going for a
Oh,
dive
Vivi got
bomb.
a dive. Beautiful dive right
But
there for
Vyom
Vivix.
still has the upper hand. It is almost a carbon copy of the battle between Shima and the Red Bull drivers. VFix still trying to hang it round outside of Vyom. It can't do that. And
Hume
now,
does it's very low on ERS as well. This is going to be interesting into turn one, I think. But I think he's gonna get a
no
DRS from
DRS,
PSI.
no
No, he's not.
DRS. But he's gonna get a
But
toe, and VFX is not closing enough. I don't think he's gonna go for a move right now. And the next time they're on the
will
back
be
straight, Vyom will have DRS on PSI
from PSI
Legends.
unless PSI decides to slow down right now. And there is a yellow flag. There is a Red Bull of Rev King. I think.
Oh, Rev King
And
has
Red Bull
retired
retired.
on track.
Is that a safety car? Is that a safety car?
That is a safety
Did
car.
he crash out? Did he
No,
crash out?
he retired on track.
क्यों करते हो यार ये सब? मेरा ही काम करता है.
Right. So PSI is gonna come into the
Yeah, but safety
pits, and let's see what happens. I'm sure Caesar would be in for.
Caesar is not in.
Yeah, he will be
Caesar
in
in? Yeah,
now.
Caesar is in. Yeah.
He's in now.
This
So
is going
wow,
to be
this
interesting. This
helps.
is like a second chance. This is a second
Yeah.
chance for Caesar. He needs a godly restart and make a lot of places. Why is that McLaren blowing such a lot of dust there? Not sure what is the reason. Uska PUC karwa koi. Why is Caesar held up? Oh no, that's just a glitch. Caesar was held
Yeah,
up in the
that-
pitch for me there.
Right. So everyone on those fresh tires now, and those hard runners can pit for a set of mediums, if they have a spare set of mediums, that is. And let's see. So Hushrav should be in the pits. At least I think so, because his tires will not be competitive, those hard tires. And especially if they have a set of mediums, that's what they should go on. Let's see. Hushrav in this Ferrari. Is he peering into the pits? No, he is. Yes, he is. PSI. PSI, come on, pit. Yes, he pits.
Yeah, come
Drone
on,
in the
pit bro,
pits.
you noob. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Push up as well.
VFX is in the pits.
Is Ferrari double
TBK. TBK. In the
TBK,
pits.
TBK आया. Has TBK cut the pit lane? No, he didn't. I'm watching that only. मेरे को वही देखना है. Is the double stack gonna go well? Yeah, it has gone well. The timed it beautifully there. PSI is getting a
Oh,
front
VFX
leg
got held
change.
up. VFX got held up, or is that a glitch?
Oh, is that? I think that's a glitch.
And
I
he
think it's
has,
glitch.
and because of the double stack, he has gotten past Vyom. Look at that. So ultimately, he was able to make that overtake in the pits nonetheless. But it is an overtake, and VFX has now taken P2 and can have a proper fight with Hushrav. Pradeep in the pits as well, so he's gonna change his hard tires to a set of mediums. And everyone on the mediums, PSI and TBK on those hards, because well, they started on the mediums, so they didn't really have a choice. Hards, yeah, that's the
Will
thing.
the
If you
mediums
start
go
on
till the
hards.
end? Will the
Yeah, mediums will
go
easily
till
go to the end. Hards will go to the end as well, but they will be slow. And softs will not make it to the end, which is why you don't see anyone on those red marked tires. So the race is kind of reset. Thankfully, no one has been lapped. So everyone will be on the lead lap when the track goes green, and we have Rev King to thank for this untimely safety car because he retired on track. Well, there you go, Stuart. So we didn't really need you to get the safety. We just got someone
Yes, but
to
then this is
break
like
the rules.
he retired. Yeah, but he retired on track. I would have done something. My car would have flown down the back straight, and I've gotten a safety car, like in full Rohit Shetty fashion. Those who don't know what I'm talking about, go check out D2 Brazil race. You'll see everything. My clip will be there in the Discord. I still can't get over how is that possible. I rammed into the wall and my car flew, and it took out Kabir there. Still hates
Well,
me.
those are some very realistic physics we are getting from Codemasters. I do feel a little bit sad for the likes of PSI and TBK because now they are on this strategy where they'll have to compete with medium runners. But I think both of them have themselves to blame. They chose not to pit when the time was right. If they had pitted, they could have gone on a set of mediums now. They can still do that, but then they will lose all track position, which is why they're staying out. Mercurial Caesar and Easy Level Bot at the back of the field. through that triple right-hander now, and well, so the safety car will go around for one more lap, and let's hope that we do go racing at the end of lap 18. So we'll have a 10 lap dash to end the season, and hopefully no more safety cars, but hopefully a lot more overtakes.
I mean, just to remind the viewers, Malav did say we don't have safety cars. That's very good. Like Malav did say we don't have safety cars in this race, and we did have 2-3 laps later we did have a safety car. So you all know whom to blame.
No, I mean it's good that the drivers are back again together and they can race each other hard for positions, and it kind of gives, as you said, Caesar a second chance to
I
fight for
hope it
that
doesn't mess
P2.
this up. Like say, I'll be upset thoda bahut.
Thoda,
If he does.
thoda bahut, okay. So let's
The
hope
qualifying,
Caesar.
that's his fault for not doing a lap for some weird reason. Pata nahi kyun. I think safety car should be in this lap. The pack is pretty much bunched up there.
Yeah, the safety car should be in, and let's see. So 10 out of these 13 drivers on new mediums, and 3 drivers in PSI Legends, TBK and Wicked Vicky on those hards. So they are going to struggle, especially at the safety car restart, because those hards are so difficult to warm up. So they'll have to watch out for any sort of spins, them and the drivers around them. As the message from the race control on the top of the screen, the safety car is in this lap, and Hushraf, hopefully for the last time this season, will lead the field for a safety car restart, and we'll go on board with Vyom to see what VFix and Hushraf and Vyom do for the safety car restart.
He's starting to back up the pack a little. You know what? You go on board the stuff, and I'll go on board the guy at last, Caesar. I'll keep giving you updates on how his restart goes, because the fight right here on this is mainly between these two for P2 right now. I think Caesar is, trying to keep cool and calm under pressure. He knows that he has to pull a mega task and literally overtake the whole field in order to get his P2. He needs a flyer of a start right there. And I think Hushraf is about to push. Does he push?
Yes, he has gone. And a good restart from Vyom as well. The top 3 have gotten away already, but Vyom might be attacking VFX. Is he going to go down the inside? Yes, he does. Vyom and VFX. And VFX has been run out of road a little bit, I think. And Vyom has gotten past VFX. What a great restart from Vyom. I'm not sure about the overtake. Didn't really catch it very well. But Vyom is up into P2, and VFX, it's back to square one for him.
Yeah, meanwhile, Caesar did not have the greatest of starts. He was pretty late on reacting to the safety car restart there. But then the pack up ahead him is pretty much bunched up. I think if he gets a good exit on easy level bot there, who had a moment, gets on one car, 12 more to go. Will he make it down? There are 3 cars fighting in front of him, 4 places right there. Yuval and Pradeep and Jin right there battling it out. Meanwhile, up ahead, I think there isn't much going on. I think from this safety car, I think PSI is the one who benefited the most. He didn't drop down a lot of places, because he was, well into pit right there. And then TBK and Ethan fighting it out right there.
What an overtake I just saw from. Oh, TBK, don't do that! TBK!
Don't do that, No.
He almost rammed into the back of Chixima. Oh my god.
I just hope Chips doesn't have side point.
What an overtake that was from URL. Ethan just sent it round the outside on TBK and then got him on the inside in the next corner. But then TBK decided to take that position back and endangered his own teammate in the process. I'm really hope
Chips doesn't have side
that Chips doesn't have damage, and TBK hopefully does not have damage either. But this has put Chips at a disadvantage versus Ethan, because he's lost ground to PSL.
Again.
So VFX really need to.
If VFX ever will
going to get past.
ever overtake Vyom? Yeah, or he's just gonna see that like the rear wing of the Ferrari for the rest of the race. I don't know what he is doing.
Let's see, he's losing time once again. But DRS has not been enabled yet. Here goes Ethan meanwhile. Is he going to go for a move? Yes, he does. Down the inside. And Ethan and Chipsima absolutely inseparable throughout this race. And now Ethan has gotten past ahead of Chipsima. Chipsima pulls out of the slipstream. Ethan and Vfix and Vyom meanwhile. Vfix down the inside of Vyom. And he has pulled the overtake done. But Vyom might just go for it.
Inside. And there's contact, and they touch, which makes VFix push out wide there. Not ideal. Let's see. Good try there from VFix. I think that's not the last we'll see from the both of them battling it out. There's still more to go. Meanwhile, Vicky and Tanishq Kiran were at it. I think we missed that overtake right there. I think Tanishq has damage. He has been going a bit slowly after that contact.
He's on the hards. I think that might be a reason why he's going that slowly. Pushed up with the fastest lap of the race. Caesar not enough ground made at the safety car. It's at just 2 positions and he's behind.
And he gets bumped. Yep, he gets bumped by, I think that was URL Pradeep, and he's dead last, right? No, that was easy level part. Yep, that is a sad.
Did someone run into the back of him?
Right, yes, right as you said that Caesar is not making enough ground. Easy level bot just goes at the back of.
And now easy level bot has. Well, what do I even say? VFix once again on the back of Vyom, and interesting to see if Khusrav is going to slow down Ethan and PSI Legends. What happened to PSI Legends? Something happened.
What is going on? Yeah, PSI spun.
Yeah, PSI spun. And here goes VFix now. Can he get this move done? He's using his battery, but Vyom did really get a good exit out of that. Yeah, he's not close enough. Vyom got a good exit out of that corner, and now once again Ferraris can do what they did in the first stint of the race, or in the second stint rather, after the pit stops. But yeah, they can just Khusrav can keep giving DRS to Vyom and they can secure that 1-2. Azul on the back of TBK now.
Our highest gainer. URL Ethan is the highest gainer with 10 places gained.
TBK spun.
No.
I caught that on aerial shot. TBK has spun, and those hard tires not doing him any favor. So Azun has picked up a position. The Mercedes running P7 and P8, and now URL Pradeep is going to get past Ethan. Is he? VFX has gotten past Vyom, but Vyom will still battle it out with him. They are almost. I mean, they are stuck together there. But
rubbing is racing. Hope not. There's no damage to anyone. That's all I hope. Clean and fair racing is all we want. But will VFX make the move on?
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a report or two from this battle, even if you have not seen any major incident. But I have a feeling. I have a feeling that here we go. Here we go. Can VFX please use your battery if you want to get ahead. Now he uses battery. Vyom's red light. Was it flashing? Not entirely sure.
No, they both have the same amount of ERS. Yeah.
Is he going to go down the inside? Yes, he does. He sends it down the inside. He has to leave space, and Vyom is again going to do the exact same thing. This is just. Oh my god, once again
this is repetition on repetition of the same thing again and again. It's the same lap again and again. Well, kudos to both of the drivers just keeping it nice and clean, and VFX for being patient with the move. You know, he's just trying and trying. I think he's been trying since lap 1 to get past Vyom there. This is beautiful battling. This is what racing is all about. Will he make the move down on turn 1? That is the question. They both have pretty similar ERS. Vyom just used a little bit of ERS right there. Does he go? He moves to the inside. Will VFX make the move? No, he can't. Will he get a better exit of turn 1? No, he doesn't. Well, I think this fight is gonna go to the back straight there. Meanwhile, any other close battles we are having?
This fight is gonna go until the checkered flag, I think. Because they are just inseparable right now. And VFX unable to make the move, and Vyom able to keep his car ahead all the time. So VFX, I think it's the exit of the SS which, you know, he is losing a bit of time. and which is why he's not able to make a proper attempt on the backstreet. Look at that, 610s. There's no way he can cover that,
Yeah.
even using DRS or battery. So that's why he's losing
I think
some
Vyom
time.
is running a bit of a lower downforce setup. I think that's the edge he's having right there because he's gaining a lot in these straights compared, and he's barely using ERS as well, and he does not have a toe from Hushrav in front, who is I think, 2 seconds in front of him. So I don't think he's getting any toe from Hushrav in front. So that is, I think, just the low downforce difference because you can see that Vyom, like VFX is gaining on Vyom in the corners as well. So that just is that he's running low on setup. Meanwhile, there's I think a big crowd of cars behind Azun as well. From Jin, I think there's like a small train of cars fighting for the last, the scrap for last points. Meanwhile, PSI Legends into P12, he was having such a mega race that he was in P4, was keeping his position. I think he
Here goes
spun somewhere,
VFX.
and
Here goes VFX.
will he make the move? He sure does, but will he make it stick and block the switchback? He does. There they contact. There's contact. Yep. I'm sure. I think we just gave him all the space there.
Barges his way through. He's just refusing to give up. This is such a brilliant battle for the last race of the season. Nothing much is happening, to be honest, but these two have ensured that we are all glued to our seats and in front of our whatever screen it is we are viewing this race on. This time VFX close enough or relatively close enough to make a good overtake or at least go for a good move on the back straight, and this time he'll have to dump his ERS to ensure he finally gets the move done on Vyom.
And
Let's
Vyom as well, low on ERS. I think will he make the best out of it? Because he still goes on the outside. Will he make it stick? Vyom goes on the inside, keeps it inside. Does not let VFX do the switchback right there. VFX has to back out there just so you can avoid contact. I think this is gonna go till lap 28, man. And I think Azun, the Mercedes, have swapped positions right there. And
yeah.
what is Caesar doing? Caesar is
Caesar
also
has
battling
gotten
it out.
past Pradeep.
What
Easy
is
level bot is having some kind of an
he
excursion
just
off
pitted?
track in sector 1. Very good point raised by Jishnu. Ethan might join this battle soon. He's 1.5 seconds behind these two.
And he has been setting purple laps as well. I
Husserl
think
is
he
just
has the
chilling
fastest lap
ahead.
time.
He's managing his tires, he's managing his battery. But because these two have been battling so much, it is possible we fix with a half-hearted attempt. But Vyom is easily going to go around the outside and keep his car in P2. VFX is still trying to go. It's a different kind of a line this time. But VFX can now. Oh my.
Oh my god.
I have a feeling
Kya
something's
chal
gonna
rahi hai?
happen. I have a feeling something's gonna happen very soon.
That's the thing, but we don't want anything to happen because we're really enjoying this. This is the only good thing happening in this race. Rest it's all. Meanwhile, your Ethan is almost depleted his battery, trying to get ever so close to Yeoman.
Come on, VFX. Use your battery. He's blinking. Use your battery to get ahead. He's not close enough.
Come
I don't think
on!
he's close enough. I don't think he's close enough. And he stops using his battery, so he's gonna make Vyom defend. But at the same time, can he send one down the inside over here, VFX?
No,
He does that.
He does.
There's a little bit of a
And he loses
contact.
the back. He
And,
loses the back. He keeps it. He keeps it in control though.
and thankfully, no damage.
Or this
And here it is, right on cue. Your Ethan has arrived.
Ethan as well, less than a second, 5 tenths behind VFX. He is going to join this battle as well. Oh my god, what a battle. Now we were towards Vyom loses his
Did
rear
he
end
just
and
lose
VFX
his
makes the
car?
move. Yes, he loses his car and VFX makes the place. What a relief is that is going to be for VFX seeing that. Oh my god, Ethan as well on the back of Vyom now. Vyom has to defend from here and Ethan. Both Vyom and Ethan are very low on ERS. Let's see what happens there. I think VFX is going to enjoy this. He is having a sigh of relief right there for being behind that wing, seeing that black Ferrari wing for almost 25-26 laps right there. He is going to enjoy this fresh air and just relax while he can. Meanwhile, Vyom and Ethan as well getting close there. Vyom still a second behind. He's struggling with his rears. You can just see how much he is struggling. With
Well,
those rear
Caesar
side.
has
Hopefully
got a
doesn't
place,
spin
so
out.
he's up into P10 now, Caesar,
Come on.
and That's nowhere enough points he needs
And there's a yellow
to.
flag, and that is Jin. Jin spinning. Jin promised that he will give us some content for the race. Not sure this is what he meant by that, but let's see. Ethan is gaining ever so slightly to Vyom. Meanwhile, Vifix is trying to push away from Vyom. The gap is 9
I
tenths
think
right
he's gonna
now.
gap Vyom now, so Vyom will be under attack
One
from
second.
Ethan.
The gap is 1
And
second now.
yeah, in those.
I think Vyom is taking it easy. You can see his throttle input. He's being very mindful. Lifting off at this particular section. I think his tires are pretty much worn out, especially the rears. The tire degradation is very high on this track. And what is
Is
going
that a
on?
Haas? Is that Pradeep?
That was Pradeep right there. He is going pretty slow. Not sure what happened there. Meanwhile, up front, the cars are pretty well spaced right now. It's just up to Ethan to gain. I mean, Ethan and Vyom, they literally have the same amount of ERS. This is anyone's game right now. But Ethan is gonna get. Ethan is gonna keep gaining on Vyom because he's gonna get DRS as well. He's 6 tenths below him, and I think Vyom is struggling a little bit right there. He's going pretty. He's very cautious with his throttle. He's getting more cautious as we progress with the race. Well, and Ethan spins, you noob. Finish a race in the points for once, man.
Ethan.
Come on, bro. रोज का है तेरा ये. But मेरा mood खराब हो गया.
Chipchiba makes his way through, so does Wicket Wiki, but Wicket Wiki might lose that position because of his time penalty. VFX, 1.5 laps to go, as 1.5 seconds adrift of Khusrav. I think Khusrav has
When
this in the
the
bag.
three-way battle going between Caesar, the TBK just slams into Mercurial Caesar right there. TBK is just, I don't know what he's doing, and Caesar makes 2 overtakes and 1 turn right there. And just BSI make a move on TBK, and TBK is so aggressive. Oh my god!
That's just.
What is going on right there? That is some. But meanwhile, Caesar has gained away from.
Look at VFX just gaining like crazy on Khusrav. It's just 1 lap too late. And if you can see the amount of pace he has.
We're on the last lap. We're on the last lap of the
we are
season.
on the last lap of the season, and VFX could well be within DRS of Khusrav, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Khusrav would have enough battery left in the tank because of all the battling between VFX and Vyom. So he's going to probably hold on to P1, but that was the pace which VFX had, but he was not able to unleash it because he was battling Khusrav's teammate. 7 tenths behind the Ferrari, and he's had a habit of being stuck behind Ferraris now in this race. But it's sadly not going to be enough unless Khusrav makes a mistake somewhere, and Khusrav is going to finish on the top.
See the other Ferrari make a mistake. Let's see what if he does something on.
Oh, Wicket makes a mistake. Speaking of mistakes, and he has lost more positions. Maybe Caesar will get past him too. Will he? Yes, he does. Going to go down the inside. Caesar.
Yep, he does.
And
he makes it. Wicket spins, and he takes out TBK. Oh my god, that is one more report for me to handle right there. Meanwhile, at the front we have the drivers. To finish the lap, we fixed very close, 4 tenths right now to Khusrav. I don't think he can make a move. Can he? But it will be a very late and aggressive move. I don't think he should risk it for that. He should keep his P2. He has won the championship already. Meanwhile, they come to the last corner right here. What a season it has been, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have Khusrav taking the line, securing his P2 in the championship, followed by VFix, followed by Vyom. Mega race from him, and Chips is there. Will he come into P4? This is like Vettel and I think Alonso. No, I don't know. They're not that close. Is it? No.
It was pretty close. 1.5 tenths. PSI, Zune finishing in P6. Caesar is going to finish in P7, and that means that Khusrav will secure that P2, as you said, Stuart. PSI Legends started in the top 3, finishes P8. Wicket Wiki had a late spin and took TBK along with him, finishing P9 and P10. Pradeep in P11. Jin scored a point in P12, and the Nizel Bot had a race to forget in P13. So that's been the final race classification. Of course, pending Stuart's inquiry for the final race this season. And Wow, what a race it has been, primarily because of VFX and Vyom. What a brilliant battle that was. Almost
Yeah,
for 50 to
finally we fixed
60% of
that
the
up.
race.
Yeah, what a race! What a race! There, I'll just get in the top three to the party. Just give me a minute to land them. Wait while you set up the whatever you're do with the background. Um, that is
I need
Husha.
to first exit the lobby somehow, and let's hope I can do
Fix.
that. Is there someone? I think Easy Level Bot. Yeah, he's yet to cross the line. He's doing some donuts. Thankfully, we caught it, and finally, Easy Level Bot is across the line. Is he? Yes, he is now. Well, at least we got to see some donuts, but not from the
Yep,
champion,
yep.
but from a driver who had a
Uh,
really horrible race to end the season
yeah.
with. But either
So can
ways,
you
always good to
invite
see.
in who do we invite? Who's left? I think Vyom. I don't have Vyom added.
Okay, Hushraf
I
can
think
maybe do that.
yeah. For sure, can I just add Vyom into the party?
Yeah, sure.
Meanwhile, I'll just have a look over at Stewart's inquiry just to see what's going on. Just to overlook my work for the week right there. What season it has been so far, ladies and gentlemen. It has to be the great season because I became a steward, and everyone loves my stewarding. Everyone, even Hushrav and Vyom does. I think we have everyone in.
I mean, not sure about
We fix is
VFix,
left.
but the Ferrari drivers are here. Vyom and Hushraf, hope you can hear us.
Yep. Down clear.
All right, so let's hope that people can hear you on the stream as well. And we'll start with Vyom. We'll come to VFX and Hushraf later. Vyom, what a battle that was. Probably one of the best I've seen the entire season. A bit of, elbows out, as you said, in the Discord in between with a lot of contact, but thankfully no major damage or no one spinning out. The talk us through your race, the safety car restart on which you did get past VFX, and the entire battle throughout.
So again, good start of the line. We sandwiched Prefix in, which was a good tactic, and got ahead of him at the start. From there on, we knew Khrushchev had more pace than me, like much more pace. So he slowed down for the first full stint, giving me DRS to defend against Prefix, and that was well managed. But eventually, when we got closer to our pit windows, I started to struggle with the tires like a lot. So we decided that he can push as hard as he can and open a gap. And eventually the safety car came out and we boxed. But I think there was some glitch on the SC and VFix came out ahead at pit stops. And then it was just exceptionally good timing with the SC restart, and we jumped VFix into the first corner, which was good. And then the battle was just, I think, one of the best battles I've had in IRL or in racing in general. As you said, bit elbows out at points from the both of us, but I think no one got damaged at the end of it, and all came out clean, so good battle.
You're really good battling out there from you and VFix. We certainly enjoyed it at the comms works, lap after lap after lap. Well, good racing. Anyways, we move on to Hushraf or VFix. Who do you want next?
VFX. VFX.
VFix. VFix, the man in the Alpha Tauri. How was it seeing the rear wing of the Ferrari for almost the whole duration of the race?
Well, I think we can do without that now for the rest of the next season. But yeah, I mean it was. I just wanted to have a clean get up. I think I did have a pretty solid launch, but I think Hushav just got a really good one because I think I had a better launch than pretty much everyone except the two Ferrari boys. And I think Vyom and I had the same launch. We was trying to cover Hushav at the start, and he's crept around the outside, and nobody wants an incident on lap one. So yeah. Then just holding my patience, waiting for one of them to make a mistake. They didn't make a mistake until like the very end. I think if there was one more lap, I could have maybe fought for P1. But yeah, it was elbows out. There were a couple of occasions where I just had to. I think at the safety car restart, where I did have to like basically skip on one. Otherwise, there would have been a very big crash. Had I actually taken the corner on cold tires. So that is something. But yeah, I mean, can't complain. I think we were on the podium every race since Singapore, where I was fourth because some noob called a safety car in the right in the right in the pit stop window of everyone else. I will not name that person, but you know who you are.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I think but I think overall pretty fun. The last few laps I just really sent it to be honest. I mean the championship was done a long time back, so it doesn't really matter whether it's P2 or P1. So you might as well go for it. Um, yeah.
Yeah, we fixed
Well,
really
very
strong
good.
end to the season, and I want to know. I mean, I'm not sure. We'll come to Hushrav at the end to know how much he had left in the tank. But do you think one more lap and you would have had realistic chance of getting that race win?
Yeah, I think I was kind of just still had like sufficient amount of ERS for like one lap usage, but I was really just trying to manage the ERS, and I don't think the ERS was even gaining many time except for on like the actual stage. It was probably just corners and just going full inshallah because I
Why
think
not?
I already had two warnings, so I was like, let's just go for it. I think I had the confidence I could pull 3 seconds on Vyom in like four laps anyway, so. Yeah, at that point, I was just like, let's just try and go for it, and we came really close to it. So, I mean, I'm never gonna go not fight, especially when there's nothing on the line. So you're going to go a bit loose strings.
All right, congratulations, VFX, for yet another podium, and also I think your ninth pole of the season. That's quite a lot. I don't know if that record has been matched
Yeah,
or
I mean,
broken so
it
far.
should have been 10, but for something, it's an incident at Australia. But I will look
Right.
beyond that. Yeah.
Either ways, moving on to our race winner for tonight and the final time this season, Hushrav. What a start you had, and then pretty much controlled it from start to finish. Do you think the race was won at the start, or do you think you still had to manage, especially with your teammate and VFX fighting behind you for almost
I
the
think it
entire
was
race?
it was a race of so many phases because yeah, I got a really good launch, which is something I never get for some reason. So yeah, it was a good start. The thing is, I've completely lost touch with the game. I jumped on for like 4 laps, got VFixer set up in fact, so thanks for that. And just yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing in this game anymore. So I just got the start, held the lead. First stint, I knew I had a bit in the tank because I was continuously telling Biom, I'm like, one sector, I think it was the third sector. I told him, I'm like, I'm going to push on the sector and I'm going to show you how much faster I am. And I pulled out like 5 tenths in just one sector alone. So I was losing a lot of time, but I still had to keep him in the DRS because I knew if Vfix gets past Vyom, then me and him are going to have a battle forever and he'll eventually pass me because he was just way faster. So first stint was all about keeping Vyom in that range and continuously giving him DRS so he wouldn't be passed. We did well in the pit stop phases as well, I think, because VFix came out on cold tires and I think Vyom passed him. But then, yeah, a bit unfortunate with the SC because we had to double stack. Vyom lost the place. But I synced up the timing with him for the restart, so I think he got him back at the restart. And then, yeah, after that, for the next 10 laps, I could pretty much just hear Vyom screaming down my ears, which wasn't helping me much. But I heard they had quite an intense battle, and at the end of the day, in hindsight, I think that battling won me the race because so yeah, good job to Vio because VFix, I think it was new medium, if I think correctly, and my mediums had done 2 quali laps on them plus an in lap, so the tire delta was quite significant. And plus, I haven't been as fast given I've just stopped playing the game. So even in the last 3 laps, if you told me a season ago I had 3 seconds and 3 laps to defend from VFix, I would have been like, yeah, no problem. But today I was nervous because I knew that gap was going to come down very quickly with the tire delta, and yeah, just how quick he is. So yeah, good to end the season with a win, but yeah, obviously the attendance was a bit of a letdown, but nonetheless, it's more for fun, and I had a good battle this year in some races. Yeah, good to end the season out with a win.
All right. Congratulations once again to you, Hushrav, VFix, and Vyom. That's one of the most probably consistent podium getters we have seen across the last season or two. But Yeah, what a great race to end the season. And thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you soon with our F2 season starting on Sundays. Not sure when, but Noah will let us know when. And as far as the
Yes.
F1 racing is concerned, that would be probably a few weeks from now. Until then,
Yes.
enjoy the
Also,
World
I'd just
Cup.
like to add an additional note.
And
I did
yes,
try to help my teammate, but he did not look much like helping
we
himself. So
don't
I
talk
don't
about
really,
that. We don't
We
talk.
don't
I
talk
don't
about
really,
that.
We don't talk about that. But either ways, we'll have to wait for at least one more season to see some kind of an AlphaTauri beef. That dream remains unfulfilled. But that's it from the Comms Box tonight. Thank you everyone for sticking with us. Thank you, Stuart, for leaving your seat and joining me in the Comms Box and helping me out.
Yes.
And we'll see you around. Goodbye, good night, and have a good weekend.
Goodbye.
Ta-da. Yeah.